The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found. At the 23. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Looking for room, it's Daniels. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. It's a good release. It's down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Back to pass, it's Lagway. He's open on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 25.
My boy Kid, what it do, bro?
Name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Wiggles free. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Gators! And they jump on top. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One final play before the end of the quarter. Defense in press coverage. They'll give it to the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Michigan 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the option. Shakes off a tackler. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Third down coming up.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket.
Oh, we could have picked that, bro. Good play, though.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Unable to get it out of their own territory, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little quick passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Shit, boy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Defense will always try to
You got to pick one of those, man. Keep hitting the ball.
Get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Pick the fucking ball, bro.
On 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Floating away. Got out of trouble and throws.
Oh, he picked that one, though.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Gets it out fast. Puts him in the spin cycle.
No
They're able to
motherfuckers.
keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Gators! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision
Give
making.
me that shit, boy. What you thought?
Now it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much...
Yeah, bro. I don't know what he thought this was, chat. I'm reading shit, bro. I'm reading shit, man. Oh, we about to make this playoff run. Hold on, let me invite this motherfucker to this dynasty real fast, bro. Alright. Let's hit the playoffs now. Alright, we got BYU.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And they thought about a return. Bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They want to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Gets rid of it.
That shit, boy.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout.
Good dot.
Complete to the left. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He caught it. And that completion good for a short game, but they
Gotta
still
get
have
in the
some work
end
to
zone,
do to
though,
pick up
bro.
the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll ride Davis here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback keeper.
Good hit, boy.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Quarterback moving.
Yes, sir.
Lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Okay, we're just not going to block.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Quickly complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires to the wideout. Got him
That's on me.
downfield.
I seen it
And
too.
they
I gotta go
don't
get it.
drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time.
Go get his
And
ass.
the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Now the play fake.
Let me pick that.
So close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Moving away from pressure. Looking down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Cougars. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop.
How we had that much time?
Get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Let me get that 7 back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
I knew he was gonna throw that shit too, but how did I not pick?
He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He chucks one out to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, BYU. What a grab and go for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Just inside.
Bro, I didn't get out of bounds.
From the 34.
Okay.
He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Daniels. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll use a timeout right before
You see
halftime.
that?
Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Got it! And he's into the end
That's
zone.
beautiful, bro.
Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good
Had
for
to
a
put him in the
28-14
blenders, Andy.
lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down.
Shit,
and that's
man.
how we'll wrap up the first half. ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and
I'm like, just
executed
get the ball.
perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Oh yeah, my running back just didn't touch nobody, bro.
After that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed.
Bro, it
of this
might
wide
not have been the
receiver.
Wi-Fi. The
Different
servers
ways
is
they're
terrible
gonna
on
try
here,
to
bro.
get him involved.
Shit always freezing and
Everybody
shit.
on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's caught. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Yeah, that's how that shit do, bro. It always happens when you win in the game too. You're losing, it would be perfect. You get that loss, but win. That's when it should do.
Now, defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game.
I need to fix that shit on the next one, bro. Every other game runs perfect online except this one. Doing all that freezing, glitching and shit.
Coming up. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
Did she sleep?
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give and tick, 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 tick. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 45. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure.
Bro, they hate Bama because everybody uses him
First down. Nice
at
job,
Milrow.
nice play
Milrow,
calling
he's a fucking glitch on
We've
here.
reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just
But
to
really, I
drain
think it's
the
more
rest
because
of the
everybody
time
uses them,
away.
bro.
The game
Like
is
85% of my
underway
games
with
are
a
against
set of
Bama.
bounds.
I play them motherfuckers so much.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You hungry?
From the gun, running back on the move. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The run from the shotgun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the...
Damn, bro, if you fumble the ball with Milrow, you got bad luck, bro. Because that motherfucker never fumbles the ball. I play against Bama, I be tagging his stupid ass. He like a running back. I have a D lineman hit him, followed by a linebacker, a DB. That motherfucker, he do not give up the ball. That's just bad luck. Watch, I'm sure we'll play Bama either this round or the championship. I think this second round right here. See who we got. It's literally to a point now. Like when I play a game and I don't play Bama, I'm surprised. I'll be like, oh shit, I got somebody else. What I tell you? It's like clockwork.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers do that, man. You just gotta find a way to beat it.
What we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the left side. Not much doing there.
Running back.
26, a gain of 1. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Here's the handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And offenses want to continue to run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. A low line drive and short kick. He gets a block. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end.
He dropped it.
Too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Escapes the sack. Moves around to clear up the vision.
You gotta throw the ball.
He needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
Got down long.
Just in time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
Off he goes. He's at the 40. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys. One last.
Got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown Tide. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
First and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have your push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeps the legs moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose. You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gator. And that one will give him the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Fighting off the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to the ground game on the left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job on the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback adapting. They get to him as he throws.
Look at that shit.
And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quarterback empties his backfield. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And now on 2nd down for this offense. With jet sweep pass. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to...
Get his ass up out of here. That weak-ass defense he is running. Alright, so we got the championship game now. BYU 1st round, Bama 2nd round. Let's see who we'll have for the championship.
Piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions.
You know he had to go, bro.
The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 20. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. To the air, it's Mateer. Tries the right.
Oh, no.
Throw. The pass is intercepted.
Oh, no.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run. Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Looking for the wideout. He's got it right
I'm about to say we in there.
And he scores. Touchdown, Florida. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt.
Oh.
The tight end has got it. They tackle him at the 38. A solid gain. Nice play there.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense.
I didn't think I was that far away. I was going to do that stupid ass dive shit.
Perfect execution here for first down.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Press coverage now from the secondary. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's...
Let's take a deep shot here.
This nigga dropped the ball.
They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. But he's got to be careful how.
So I mean, bro, like I can never get away with throwing some shit like that, man.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to launch it deep again. Catch made way down at the 25.
I knew it when we dropped it. I knew that shit was gonna fucking happen.
State, this quarterback on fire today.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
1st down and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on a jet sweep. Breaks in. Will he score here?
That's how you get in there,
He
Hulk.
makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Washington State's offense back on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's running out of time here. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Daniels. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Gators are in the red zone. On first and 10, looking to throw. He eludes the rush. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
The Gators come to the line with first and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made.
Make the tackle, bro.
Inside the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Just make the tackle.
Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. We go with a direct snap. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Quick throw to the left. And he pulls in the catch. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead. It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was
he was throwing me a fucking pig.
Pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big...
Yes, sir, man. Another chip, bro. What the question is, bro? Now this motherfucker on a 101 game win streak. That's crazy. That's the second time I seen him on a 100+ game win streak.
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. We're expecting a full house this afternoon. We've got an anticipated clash here, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
What, you still think it should be the same? Bro, you know Milroe got the quarterback blast play in his shit.
The Gators will kick this deep to get us going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. They tackle him at the 9. That's good.
the 9.
I mean, bro, everybody got their thoughts about it, but I think you should be able to choose your own fucking playbook. This shit kind of stupid.
In the end zone. We'll see what the offense can do starting inside their own 20. Ball handed off. Fights through the tackler.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Fidone. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And they heave it deep downfield.
They dropped it.
And it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring out 3rd down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Look at this. He'll go deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
You fucking dropped him
Takes it
before.
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. A horrible field position to start the drive, Kirk, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Hawkins. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
I get being upset at the... coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Now it's second down here. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. It was a foot race and he won it. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. The short completion of the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Third down upcoming after that completion. Try and muscle for the first down. And the defense rises up and stops him short on third down.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A running play called on fourth down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. First down here for this offense.
Oh, damn.
Defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Are you serious?
A little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To throw, it's Lagway. Lets it fly to the wideout. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back.
Feet down. There we
It's
go.
caught. Touchdown, Gators.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He'll take a deep shot here. And is intercepted.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. And defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the wideout goes in motion. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Makes the grab downfield for a huge gain on the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators are in the red zone now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Good cut.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Raiola. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go.
Come on.
Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back.
Running out of time. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a team.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
Like, they just let people throw it to double coverage like that and it doesn't get picked off, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand that shit. They just let people make terrible reads, bro, and just don't punish them for it.
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going.
Yeah, bro, I be hating that shit, man. It's like, come on. But I never get away with it.
The Gators will kick this deep to get us going. Returner decides to fair catch this. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of...
kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Throws it to the right. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Impressive spin there. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
With all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Big throw caught on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Lagway. Quick throw to the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. He's right here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied at 7.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Press coverage now from these DBs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Back to pass. It's Howard. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Good stop.
The attempt is no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they look to the right. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Gators looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for 6.
Good dot.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken.
Yeah, that was a hot one.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That deep shot.
There's no way he held on to this shit, though.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
He's looking deep here. And the pass caught inside the 15. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First snap in the red zone on this drive. Back to pass. It's Howard. Trying to extend the play. Gets rid of it on the move. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble.
Give me that shit with your dumb ass.
That one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across midfield. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. Here comes the point after attempt.
Yeah, bro. If they don't let him run the ball and break tackles, he ain't got shit on
With
offense.
the extra point, the lead is 14.
That's how a lot of these people who play with the good teams are, bro.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Not fielded cleanly. It's a loose football.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Scanning the field. It's Howard. Bringing pressure. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Launching downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida 21, Ohio State 7.
Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45.
Fuck off me.
And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle at the 28. This offense threatening them. Another first down.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Gators look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. He's going to take off. And he'll be brought down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offense. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown.
Shit, bro. Maybe they got a better team you can pick, man. They got a better team right here in Ohio State.
I want to think about changing up coverage, because right now,
Bama, Georgia.
Working.
I be telling y'all, man, these tier 1 motherfuckers be bombs on here most of the time.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Excellent protection. All
Give me the fucking ball, bro.
now to the left. Oh, and he dropped that one. A great chance at his second interception of the game.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Defense is coming after him. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the
Yeah, we got this shit locked up. Let's get the fuck out of here and get on to the next one.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. He's running out of time here. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Now, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to make a play deep down.
Look at that shit, boy. So stupid ass.
The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3 after.
What up, Tone? Bro, we're just exposing this bum real fast. That's all we doing. What you got going?
The guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. And right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And they're trying to punch it in here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Touchdown, Gators. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man.
Man, this should be pathetic, bro. These motherfuckers get the best team in the game and get ran off the fucking field, man. His only touchdown he got was a option play that should have been stopped. Juck and spun past 4 people.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, try to get some consolation points here. Running out of time in the pocket.
Get him.
Bought some time.
Oh, yeah, you're a bum.
And it's picked off.
You're a bum.
Across his body and paid the price.
He was a bum.
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Longhorns will kick this deep to start us off. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. The coverage team brings him down at the 26.
Oh, if we would have hit that hole.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Escapes the sack. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Crossing the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made, a lot of space now. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Well, this is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy of that throw.
The Gators looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw again. And it's complete downfield. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Blue. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down inside their own 40. To the air. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush, a sack to end this drive.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking for a gap. It's Blue. Hard running there, breaking tackles. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Ball handed off. You pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Clock is still running. We'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. To the air. It's Manning. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble now. He lets it go on the move. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34.
Now, everybody's entitled to whatever they think is best for their own defense. But, man, this quarterback is just sitting back there with all kinds of time to be able to evaluate the coverage and make a throw. This defense better get more aggressive and start getting after the quarterback.
Nice grab. It's Daniels. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
A quick throw out left, complete. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
Oh,
Come on, tight end, bro.
Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Good shit, boy.
And some blockers here. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7.
Florida 14, Texas 7.
The Gators will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And here comes a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for bigger.
Second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's caught. It's Blue. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point.
Number 21.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Wilson. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Florida. Will take the lead in the second half.
Good shit.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Close to the
That's us. All right.
The ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 21, Texas 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Gators. And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Longhorns offense takes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Quick throw, testing the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Completion makes it second down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Grab made by the tight end. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Longhorns will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone.
You're not going to pick that?
Got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Touchdown, Texas. Number 5. Hall's there in the end zone.
That was perfect, dude. What are you looking
Coach
at?
makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 15. Set to kickoff.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's going to take off here. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. 3rd down play for this offense. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. On the run here, lets it go. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Bond. Jukes, the defender, gets brought down after a solid game. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield. It's Manning. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
This is the 6th play on the drive. The pass rush closing in. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man.
Yes, sir.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day.
Yes, sir. Alright, y'all boys, man. Go ahead and get off this motherfucker. I'll be back on later, man.